3 deep breaths. After taking 3 deep breaths, allow each breath to come and go freely. Open palms, open heart, open mind. Allowing each life-nourishing breath to come and go. Like how in a room with all the doors and windows open, the wind comes and goes. Naturally so. Relax the body and mind so there is room for the breath to come and go. Each breath a gift. You cannot hold on. Let the gift come and go. Palms to the heart center. Namaskara Mudra. May this practice be for the benefit of all. Chin to the chest. Open your eyes. Inhaling, taking the arms by the side, palms going up, looking up, pressing the palms. Exhaling, bring the palms down to the chest, looking down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. One more round. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Release. Sit comfortably. Are there any questions based on the first kickoff session that we had? Are there any questions before we begin the practice? Any questions from anybody or observations?
Jay,
Yes.
one small
Yes.
doubt.
Yeah.
Generally, whenever evening session, right, when I'm trying to join, I'm forgetting and eating something before after 5. So, so I was hesitate to join sometimes. So, is there any remedy or we can do something before
Uh,
joining?
so if you don't have a very good person cooking at home, then you may not get that. Jokes aside, I think I mentioned this in the previous session. A tea or a biscuit or two is okay at 5 o'clock. So if you're too hungry, I don't know, you may not have the energy to practice, and so make it light. And so by 6 o'clock, you're still okay. So if you try to avoid it, you're too hungry, and so you start eating and you eat a lot, and then you're not able to practice. So eat something very light. And you can try different things that makes you feel not hungry and yet not make you full. Is that okay, Ramprasad?
Yes, Jay.
Yeah. Yeah. See, one larger point is suppression is not good. Even if you think that you have something that you want to avoid, completely okay, I'm not going to do this, and then you need to keep a willpower for so long, and then you give up, and then you give up the practice entirely. Instead, moderate. Yeah, and so eat if you must eat so in a way that it doesn't interfere with the practice. Yeah, and again, this is not just in the context of yoga practice, for anything that for that matter. I won't touch sweet at all is then you're craving sweet, let us say, and then you won't touch sweet at all. Then you are it's like pushing a ball down water. And then one of these times, then you will completely binge on sweets. And so that's not good. So moderate is better. Thank you. Any other questions? Come to cat posture, hands and knees. Let's do a quick warm up. Shoulders right over the wrists. Hip joints right over the knees. Knees are hip width apart. Palms are shoulder width apart. Palms and fingers, all of them are on the mat. Toes pointing back. Inhaling, look up and allow the abdomen to fully relax, spine hanging down. Next exhalation, chin to the chest, spine up, abdomen fully engaged. Your spine is trying to reach the ceiling. 4 more rounds. Inhaling, looking up. Exhaling, looking down, spine up. Abdomen fully relaxed as you look up, abdomen fully engaged as you look down. Total 5 rounds. After completing, come to neutral posture. Take a deep breath, exhale. Right leg back toward the back wall. Lift the entire leg up and look up. Look up. And then next exhalation, look down, spine up, right knee going toward the nose. Right toes off the mat. and come to neutral posture. Neutral posture. Knee down, neutral posture. Left leg back and up. Look up as you inhale. Exhaling, look down, knee coming forward, spine up, abdomen fully engaged, left toes off the mat, and neutral posture. Two more rounds. Right leg back and up, inhale, exhaling, look down. Total 3 rounds. If you're not able to bring the nose and the knee touch each other, that's okay. Just try to get the knee as far forward as possible, abdomen fully engaged. After completing neutral posture, take a deep breath, exhale. Complete 3 rounds and then neutral posture. Tuck your toes in. Lift the knees off the mat 2 inches, abdomen engaged. Lift the knees off the mat. Tuck your toes in and then lift the knees off the mat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down, toes back. Take your seat bones closer to the heels. Move your seat bones all the way toward the heels and toes back, toes pointing back. And if you're comfortable, bring your spine straight. Otherwise, keep your support in the front. To the extent that you can, come up all the way to sit straight on your heels, if you can. Otherwise, keep your support on the mat. 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go back to cat posture. Knees hip width apart, palms shoulder width apart, palms right underneath the shoulders. Tuck your toes in. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. This is something that we will practice in Surya Namaskara. So let's get this alignment right. Look at your palms, or the palms and all the fingers on the mat. First of all, sometimes you tend to have only your little finger side pressing down on the mat. Make sure your index finger, all the fingers on the mat, pressing, rooting to the mat. And now head down. Relax the head completely down, as if your head is hanging loose. Turn your head, look at the right wall, turn your head and look at the left wall. It should be freely, without lifting the head. Without lifting the head, allow the head to hang loose and then turn. And now come to center. Now, allow the knee, you can be on the toes. If you're not able to land the heels back, that's okay. You can be on the toes. Slightly bend the knees. Now, this should allow your chest to move toward the knees. Move your chest closer to the knees as much as you can. Now, when you do that, the shoulder blades on your back are going toward each other, toward the spine. Head completely relaxed, abdomen engaged. You're doing chest breathing, more chest breathing than abdominal breathing. 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down. Vajrasana. If Vajrasana is comfortable, Vajrasana or Sukhasana. Relax. Vajrasana is to sit with your toes touching each other, big toes touching each other, toes pointing to the back, heels separated, your seat bones between the heels, spine comfortably erect, palms facing up, back of the hands on your thighs is Vajrasana, thunderbolt posture. And if that is not comfortable, simply sit in Sukhasana, normal cross-leg posture. 3 deep breaths. Now let us practice plank posture. Come to cat posture. Tuck your toes in. Keep your shoulders right over the wrists. Your shoulders are not moving. Lift the knees off the mat. Walk your toes back without moving the shoulders. Without moving the shoulders. Yes. And now your soft gaze is between your fingertips on the ground. Now, plank is actually like a plank, as in your head, neck, spine, and legs are in an incline. You're on the toe, the entire weight is on the toes and your palms. Palms and fingers are all on the mat. Abdomen engaged. The hips are neither too far up nor too far too down. Make the adjustment. And then watch your breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down, Vajrasana, relax. Few points to make. When you're placing the palms on the mat, let's say for cat posture, Marjariasana, or plank posture, your fingers are generally pointing forward, as in like this, not like this or like this. You have you're on the mat, your entire palms and fingers are like this. If you are having your palms like this or like this, you're doing different things to your elbows. For a neutral elbow posture, your palms are like this. Yeah, that is one note. Second note, your palms are right underneath the shoulders. Sometimes you push your shoulders far too in front and your elbow or the wrist will be in acute angle. I don't know if you can see. Let it be comfortably straight instead of like that. Otherwise, you will cause injury here. If your shoulders are too far in the front toward the fingertips instead of right over the wrists. Now, sometimes if you're not able to bring your shoulders right over the wrists, you can slightly be back, but don't push it too far to the front, right? That is one. Second, your hips sometimes are lower than the line that connects from, let's say, shoulders to your ankles. The hips may be lower. And when you do that, your shoulder blades will be already going toward each other, right? Because you'll be in a back bend, really. And instead, have your shoulder blades. When I say shoulder blades, it's shoulder blades on your back. Have the shoulder blades neutral or even slightly away from each other by engaging your abdomen so you can lift your hips up enough. Sometimes we go too far up, or slightly farther up is better than down, but too far up, it becomes a different posture. You're on your way to Adho Mukha Svanasana. You're away from Falakasana. So let's practice Falakasana again. Come to plank posture. Sorry, come to first cat posture. Keep the make sure that your palms are right, palms and fingers are in right posture. Shoulders are right over your wrists. Palms and fingers are rooting to the mat. Then your soft gaze is already between the fingertips. Now lift the knees off and walk back and come to plank posture. Hips neither. In fact, you can try this. Try to bring the hips up too far and too low. See how it feels differently. And then come to plank posture, and now feel your shoulder blades on your back in neutral posture or slightly away from each other. And now watch your breath. Watch your breath. 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now gently bring the knees down. Bring the knees down. And not too far to the front. Just drop the knees exactly where they were. Go back to plank Santo. Go back to plank Santo. And then simply drop the knees exactly down. Yes, that's good. And now start bending the elbows and keep the elbows close to the body and lower your chest and chin down to the ground. Yes. Navnita. So no, elbows are down, or elbows are bent but not going down to the mat. You see Santo, do you see Santo? Yes, good. Now bring the elbows closer to the body. Bring the elbows closer to the body. Not down, but closer to the sides. Have the elbows point to the back wall. Directly point to the back wall. Yes, good. And now from here, this is going to take some strength. See if you can push up and come to plank. And drop the knees down. Vajrasana. Any questions on plank posture or Ashtanga Namaskara that we did? Please come on video. If you want corrections, please come on video. If you're not able to bend the elbow and get the chest down with your hips up, simply lie down flat on your stomach. If that is too difficult for you to keep the hips up and bring the chest down between the palms, simply lie down. Any of you who are new to the practice, could you please come on the video if any of you are new?
Jay, one question.
Yes, Ramprasad.
Yeah, once we goes to down, right? So
Yes,
our chest should stay in air, or we can place on the mat
chest is down, all the way down.
down.
Chest is
Okay.
down, chin is down.
Chin is
But
like,
yeah,
is it like face up with
yeah,
chin or
yeah, face up
okay?
chin. Yes, yes, face up. You're looking to the front or down, front and down. In fact, if you might be able to stretch the throat muscles when you are in Ashtanga Namaskara.
It's stretching more. I feel like when I touch my
So
body, and
if it is too much, then get the chin closer to your chest. Or if it is not stretching difficult at all, have the forehead down. If keeping the chin down is too difficult, get the forehead down. Yeah. If keeping
yes,
chest down, if keeping the chin down is difficult, keep the forehead down. Anybody, any other questions? Because we are going to keep going further. See, if you feel shy to come on video and making assumptions and get the alignment wrong, I would really recommend that you overcome that. It is very important to get the alignment right, because we will practice this many, many times. Not just for the Surya Namaskara challenge, but for the rest of our lives. So it is very important to get the alignment. If there are no more questions, we practice Adho Mukha, we practiced Palakasana, plank posture, we practiced Ashtanga Namaskara. Now what we will practice is Ashvasanchalana, horse posture. Come to cat posture. Come to plank posture. And from plank posture, go to Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. See, from plank posture, when you're going to Adho Mukha, you shouldn't have to move your palms or toes at all. From plank, you should be able to easily transition. Navnita, see if you can slightly bend the knees and get the yes, and get the chest closer to your knees. Yes, 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 yes. That's much, much better. And now, those
Sir,
who
can you also
can,
please look at my posture, sir, if it is right?
sorry, yes, yes, I am seeing you, Hanumaya. Thank you. Yeah, you're doing well. Thank you. Please continue. Yes, for you also slight bend would actually allow you to get the chest closer, would be easier. Now, next inhalation, right foot forward between the palms. If you can do in one step, do that, or drop both the knees down, walk your right foot forward, and then take the left knee. Now, Navnita, you need to get the front foot forward, so the front knee is right over your ankle. Can you slide your back foot back so you can go back a bit? Yeah, you can be on fingertips. Yeah, you can be on fingertips. That's okay. That's okay. That better, much best, much better. Yes, and look up. When you look up, now you will feel the left hip front opening. Much, much better. Now take your right foot back. Knees down. Vajrasana. Hanumaya, so in the variation that we practice, we don't keep the knee down and toes back, at least in this variation that we practice. We simply take the right foot forward, keep the left foot in this way on the toes, left knee on off the mat. This variation that we practice. Now let us try on the other side. Come to cat posture, plank posture, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Very good, very good. And now next inhalation, left foot forward, even if you have to take 2-3 steps, bring the left foot and the left knee is on top of the left ankle. Navneeta, slide back a bit, so that your left arm, much better. You did, yes, much, much better. That's good. Yes, Anumaya, this is good. This is now you would feel the stretch on the right hip front. Now take your left foot back, plank, knees down, Vajrasana or Sukhasana. Any questions on
Uh,
transitioning from Adho Mukha to Ash? Yeah. Please, somebody was asking a question. Govinda?
Yeah.
Yes,
Adamukha
Govinda.
Svanasana is also called Parvatasana, right?
Yes, Govinda. Yes,
Okay.
you are into yoga terminology already. Nice. Yes, of course.
Thank
Yes,
you.
Parvat. There are many names. I'm used to, because I learned from the teachers like this, and so there are variations in terminologies, and even the Surya Namaskara sequence itself, you might have a different sequence. But it is just that for this challenge, we will use a particular sequence that I learned. This is Bihar yoga school style that I learned from my teacher. Are there any other questions? So actually, I wish somebody is doing this for the first time come on the video, because I would be able to help everybody else who's coming new to the practice, but I'm not seeing anybody. Um, I want to practice going from Adho Mukha to Ashwa in 2 steps. Come to cat posture, plank posture, and without moving your palms or toes, go to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now, for those who are not as flexible, simply get both the knees down gently. Don't hurt your knees when you bring the knees down. Both the knees down, simply down, exactly down, knees down. Navneeta, bring the knees down. Yes, that's it. Now, without moving the palms, bring your right foot forward. Step your right foot between, closer to your right palm. Yes. And now make sure that your right knee is on top of the right ankle. Navneeta, right now, your right knee is in front of the right ankle. Your right knee is closer to the toes. You're leaning, yeah, there you go. That's it. That's right knee right on top of the ankle, meaning toward the heels. Right knee and the heels are closer in alignment vertically. And now tuck your left toes in and lift the left knee off. And then look up. Nice. Nice. Now right foot back, plank, Adho Mukha. Bring both knees down. Walk your left foot forward, closer to your left palm. And make sure that your left knee is right on top of the left ankle or closer to the heel rather than your toes. And then tuck your left toes in and left knee off. Sorry, right toes in, right knee off the mat. Right knee off the mat, Hanumaya. Yes, yes, that is horse posture. Now take your left foot back, knees down, Vajrasana, relax. Any questions, Srini? So far, okay?
Yes, Jay, I think so. So one question I have is that when I bring my legs in between, right?
Yes,
I
yes,
have problem touching the
that's okay.
palm to the ground.
See if you can just hold fingertips is also okay. Just keeping the
Right.
fingertips is also okay. If you're not able to keep your palms down, that's okay. Just go to the fingertips. But don't put too much pressure on the fingertips.
Right.
The weight should be on your front foot and back foot alone.
Okay.
So step forward toward, let's say you're stepping your right foot forward, keep the right foot closer to your right fingertips. And so your weight should be mostly on 80%, 80, 90% of your weight should be on the right foot and the back toes, and very little weight on your fingertips. Is that okay, Srini?
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Good.
So
Any
this is
other
for
question?
touching and balancing.
Sorry?
It's for just balance.
Not just balance, the weight is on your feet rather than on your
Okay.
fingertips. Yes. Amit, do you have any questions, Amit? You're okay?
Yeah, yeah, Jay, okay.
Okay, now we are going to, so we did, so now let's practice Bhujangasana practice before we go further. So come to cat posture. Plank posture. Shoulders right over the wrist. Yes, that's much better, Amit. Much better, Amit. Yeah, that's good. Now, Ashtanga Namaskara. Knees directly down and slowly bend your elbows close to the body. Very good, Navneeta. Very good. Knees down, chest down, chin down. Ashtanga Namaskara. Very good. Now from here, simply move your head and chest a bit forward so your hips go down. Hips go down first, then toes back. Big toes are touching each other. Anumaya, go down. Keep the elbows bent. You're not pressing and straightening your elbows. In Bhujangasana that we practice, we simply use the back muscle strength to come up. Chin up, head up, chest up. Use the back muscle strength to do that. Yes, that's, no, without pressing. No weight on your palms. No weight on your palms. Yes, that's good. Now knees down, relax. Knees, sorry, chin down and relax. Chin down and relax. Chin down, relax. In the Bhujangasana variation that we practice, few things to note. Toes are pointing back. Big toes are touching each other, forming the tail of the cobra. And imagine the cobra doesn't have hands to press. It is using its spine muscle strength to come up. So palms are there by the sides of the chest, that's okay. But they are there more for guidance. Now, bring the palms by the sides of the chest. Navneeta, you're having your palms closer to your face. Instead, have the palms by the, yes, that's good. Now, next inhalation, without pressing the palms too much, using a back muscle strength, chin up, head up, chest up. Bhujangasana. Ram Prasad, you're already pressing your palms. No pressing the palms. Down, 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 down. Yes, without pressing the palms, can you come up as much as you can? Yeah, there you go. That's a cobra for me. You're looking at me directly. Don't say now. 3, 2, 1. Chin down. Relax. Now we are going to go from here all the way. We are going to stand up. We're going to go to Uttanasana and then Hasta Uttanasana. From now go back to Ashtanga, sorry, from Bhujangasana. Tuck the toes, go back to, from Bhujangasana, you had your chin down, right? So go back to that point. Bhujangasana, chin down. Now press the palms. Now, Ram Prasad, you can press the palms, straighten your elbows, come up. Yeah, now tuck your toes in. And then Adho Mukha Svanasana. Yes. Very cool. Now, inhaling, right foot forward, Ashva Sanchalana. If you take 2 steps, 3 steps, it's okay. Take however many steps that you need to get the right knee right on top of the ankle. Next exhalation, left foot forward, full forward bend. Now, relax the shoulders, completely relax the shoulders. In fact, bend the knees so your fingertips are touching the sides of your feet. Your fingertips should be on the sides of your feet on the mat. bend the knees enough. Knees can be bent deeply. Knees can be bent deeply. Abdomen on the thighs, knees bent. Now from here, stretch the arms to the front, toward the front wall, and then press the palms. And then keep, even with the bent knees, inhaling, come up all the way up. And then move your hips forward first, and then take the arms back. And then next exhalation, Namaskara Mudra. Release the arms, stand relaxed. Few things to note. Anumaya, you came up with the knees straight. That can be, maybe you are able to do that, but I would suggest to begin with, flex the knee, bend the knees as you, yes, bend the knees and then you come up. Can you do that one more time, Anumaya? From full forward bend. Yes. Bend the knees, yes. No, sorry, no. Before you go up, go back to Uttanasana. In Uttanasana itself, bend your knees. Yeah, this will allow you to relax your shoulders, head relaxed, and your fingertips are by the side, right? Now keep the knees bent exactly like this. Take your arms toward the front. Yes, and then press the palms. Press the palms. Press the palms together. No. Press the palms. Yes. Keep the knees bent all through. Yes. And now inhaling, come up all the way straight as you straighten up the knees. Now straighten up the knees. Yes. And now move your hips forward. As much forward. Yes. And take your arms back and look up at the ceiling. That's good. And next exhalation, Namaskara Mudra. Release. Any questions? Srini, questions, Srini? You want to show us your Uttanasana, forward bend, and Hasta Uttanasana? Yeah. So go to forward bend first. Yes. And now you're bending your knees. Very good. Your head is relaxed. Shoulders should be relaxed. Your fingertips are by the sides of your feet. Keep the knees bent. Inhaling, bring your arms to the front, parallel to the ground. And then press the palms. And then keep the knees bent as you come up all the way. Now straighten up the knees. Reach for the ceiling, move your hips forward and take your arms back, look forward and up. And next exhalation, Namaskara Mudra. Release your arms. Anybody have questions? Navneeta, you're okay? Give a thumbs up that I can see, Navneeta. I cannot see. Yes. Anybody else have questions? This is very important. The thing to avoid, maybe Santo can demonstrate what to avoid. Santo, come to arms up, press the palms. Arms up, press the palms. Move your hips back. Move your hips back, not forward. You're moving your hips forward. Move your hips back, and now then try to do a back bend. No. Keep the hips back and then forward bend. Hips, yes. No, you're okay. No, sorry. Come up, release the posture. Sorry, I did wrong inside. What I am trying to show is a wrong way to do back bend. Wrong way to do back bend is, instead of pushing the hips forward and taking the arms back, sometimes people have the hips going back and only have the back bend with the hips going toward the back wall. Arms up, Santo. Arms up, press the palms. Send your seat bones toward the back wall. Lean back. That's good. So hold your hips there and back bend. Try to do a back bend from there. Take your arms back. So this is what you want to avoid. This is what we want to avoid. Instead, now Santa, move your hips forward and arms back. Yes. You can see how Santo's legs, if you draw a line on the back of Santo's head, back of the head, neck, spine, and legs, there is a nice moon curve. Release the posture, Santo. Thank you so much. You saw the nice curve, right? From the back of the head, back of the neck, spine, the hip, and back of the leg. You get a nice curve, and that is what we are looking for. With that, let us all practice one round of Surya Namaskara. Come to the front of the mat. Tadasana. Feet close together. Arms by the side. Tadasana, standing tall like a mountain. Feet close together. Namaskara Mudra. Inhaling, take the arms straight up, move the hips forward, and take the arms back. Look gently up, back bend. Next exhalation, bend the knees and then bend from the hips forward. Take your fingertips by the sides of your feet. Head down, relax the shoulders. Hanumaya, yeah, knees can be comfortably bent, head down. There should be, in forward bend, there should be an attitude of surrender, no fighting. There should be no fighting in the forward bend. So now next inhalation, right foot back. Look up. Make sure that your left knee is right on top of the left ankle. Look up. Your right knee is off the mat, but your weight is between the left foot in the front and back toes. And your fingertips might be having a bit of a weight, but most of the weight is on your feet. Now take your left foot back, plank. Make the adjustments to your hips. Your shoulders are right over the wrists. Your weight is on your palms and the toes. Now, Ashtanga Namaskara with the next exhalation, knees down, elbows gently getting bent. Very nice, Navneeta. Chin down, chest down, and chin down. Very good. And now, next inhalation, hips down, Bhujangasana, toes back. Yes, very good. Now, next exhalation, press the palms down, straighten your elbows, tuck your toes in, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Very nice. Very nice transition. Amit, go to Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Yes. Now, next inhalation, right foot forward, Ashwa Sanchalana. Take 2-3 steps, it doesn't matter. Look up. Next exhalation, left foot forward, Uttanasana. Navneeta, if it helps, you can separate your feet more, separate your feet more, and then bend with the knees bent. You can go forward bend. Next inhalation, stretch your arms to the front first and then press the palms. Keep the knees bent as you come all the way toward the center and then go back bend. Next exhalation, Namaskara Mudra. Take a deep breath, exhale. Keep the palms pressed. Next inhalation, back bend. Arms all the way up and then back, moving your hips forward first. Now, next exhalation, forward bend, Uttanasana. Knees bent, completely relaxed. Attitude of surrender in Uttanasana. Next inhalation, left foot back, long step back. Weight is between your front foot and the back toes. Front foot, right foot and back toes. The most of the weight is there. Now, right foot back plank. Now, next exhalation, knees down, chest down, chin down, Ashtanga Namaskara. Very nice. Next inhalation, Bhujangasana, Cobra posture. Use your back muscle strength to come up. Now, tuck your toes in. Next exhalation, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Nice. Next inhalation, left foot forward between the palms or closer to the left palm. Weight is between the left foot and the back toes. Look up. Next exhalation, right foot forward to join the left foot, head down, knees bent. Next inhalation, Hasta Uttanasana, back bend. And next exhalation, Samastiti, release the arms. Sit down. Any questions from anybody before we end the session? Any questions from anybody? Nageshwar, you have questions, Nageshwar?
Jay, can you talk about the breathing? When you say inhale, exhale.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So
yes.
when to
And so
stop and when to.
when to stop? No, you stop when I don't want you to be struggling to breathe first at all, right? So breathe as you will. So only when I say inhale, back bend, exhale, forward bend, see how synchronize your inhalation and exhalation to that. But if you stop your inhalation before you reach the final posture, continue to breathe. Don't stress about it. As you practice, you would be able to lengthen your inhalations and lengthen your exhalations to match your pace or to match the pace that we set. But until then, if your inhalation reaches a full point, even before you are, let's say, going into full forward, backward bend, that's okay. Then continue, you let out the breath and breathe again. That's okay. Good question, Nageshwar. I don't want you, no ahimsa, right? So I don't want you to be struggling with any of these postures. These are, once we learn this well, this would be energizing. More,
one question.
more energy is available, and so we are trying to unlock. Yes, Bhupendra.
Yeah, sir, when we, the weight is going on my palms, right? I don't remember the asana. When we front foot, right foot on the front and the left is on the back, the weight is coming on the palms also. I'm finding it difficult to remove the weight from the palms.
So
I don't
very
know.
good point. Very good point. So what I would suggest is, so could you come on the video and show? Is that okay? Is that possible?
Yeah. Yeah.
These are the good questions, hey, Bhupendra. Yes. So please show how you practice Ashva Sanchalana, horse posture. You need to have the camera. Yes, there you go. Okay, now practice, demonstrate your Ashva. Okay, very good. Now go to Adho Mukha. Yeah, go to downward facing dog first. Yes. Now step forward. Take now this is, if you are here, it will be very difficult to balance. So no, go back your right foot, go back. Yes, drop both the knees down. Now step your right foot forward, closer to your right palm. Take 2-3 steps. It's okay. It's okay. Yes. Once again, one more. Don't move the palms. Move your foot forward. Some more. Your right foot should go even. Look. Come to fingertips. Come to fingertips. fingertips, Bhupender, like this. You see me, right? Fingertips, not palms down, fingertips. Yes. Now move your right foot forward, further forward. Nice, nice. There you go. Now tuck your left toe in and left knee off. Now, where is your weight? Look up. Yes, you can even take your, see, yeah, that's it. Now your right knee is on top of the right ankle. And fingertips are there just for guidance, not much weight on the fingertips. Your entire weight is on your right foot. And for that, you need your right knee on top of the right ankle. Now, now can you demonstrate? If you take your right foot back, slightly back, now, yeah, see, now your knee is on top of the toes. This will be harder. If you go further back, it'll be even harder. Now come off the practice, come off the practice. Slowly, gently come off the practice. Yes, good. Did that help?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. So the key is taking however many steps needed initially until you can get. First of all, if you have your palms down, you may not be able to have the room to bring your foot forward. Yes. So it's okay to keep the fingertips. It's okay.
Yeah.
Move the right foot forward. And if the right first step itself is not getting you to align your knee, right front knee on top of front angle, drop the back knee down or walk. First, drop both the knees down, walk forward with one foot, and then get the back knee off. And once you get that alignment, you would be able to get most of your weight on your front foot and back toes. And a lot of people, if you don't get that, you will be putting a lot of, even if you're on fingertips, you will be pressing this hard on the ground. And then you will develop your finger problem. So if you get the knee position right, fingertips will be there, maybe a little bit of weight, but just for support, as in psychological support, not the physical support. Is that okay?
Yeah, thanks.
Any very good question, Bhupender. Thank you.
Yeah.
So this is the reason why I wanted somebody who's doing for the first time to come. Thank you for joining. Any other questions?
Sir, when we come back from the last posture, should we is it knee bending is a variation or it's mandatory?
Knee bending, because your forward bend, you're already in your knees bent, right? In your forward bend, because it is usually unusual to have, unless you're very flexible, it is better to have your knees. Yes. Demonstrate. Yes. See here, this is okay, but what is better is you lightly bend the knees. And now this you can relax even more. Do you feel the relaxation even more?
Yeah.
Yes. I don't want you to be struggling with your hamstring stretching you, and then yet you are trying to reach the ground. That's a lot of strain. Now with the knees bent, your hamstrings are a bit happier. Then your fingertips can be by the sides of your. Now come to forward bend. Sorry, backward bend from here. Yes, very good. Press the palms together, and that's very good. Straighten up all the way and move your hips. Perfect. You don't have to take your arms that far back. Just simply take the arms all the way straight up and keep the extension, and then just tilting back the arms is fine enough. Yes. And gentle forward and up look up is fine. That is very nice. Thank you, Anumeya. We are not trying to prove anything to anybody. We are not trying to prove anything to ourselves. You're already perfect. We are trying to discover that we are already perfect. We're not trying to prove something, hey, I can do 3 more centimeters or 3 more millimeters. That's not the point. This is to get the alignment right for a practice that we can do for the rest of our lives. Any other questions? Lie down on your back. Hug your knees, rock back and forth. You should feel your back getting massaged side to side, roll to the sides, all the way to the right, all the way to the left. Then release the knees, Shavasana. Surrender in Shavasana, eyes softly closed. Have a smile, recognizing how lucky we are. The stars have aligned to bring us to this place and time in Hatha Yoga practice. How lucky we are. Where can we even begin to thank? With this breath, we are alive and aware. And that's a miracle. And so relax. Letting go of the body. Let gravity do the work. Alert to every breath. Relax. Life is good with this breath. Relax. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Move your fingers and toes. Bring your legs together. Take your arms overhead, interlacing fingers, stretch from the fingers to toes. Then release the fingers, release the arms, bend your knees, roll to your right side using your right arm as a pillow, rest. Take your time. When you're ready to sit up, eyes closed, any of your favorite meditative posture. Spine comfortably erect, head on top of the spine, eyes softly closed. Taking your hands back, catch your left wrist with the right hand. Take your hands back. You're catching your wrist behind your back. Inhaling, growing taller. Exhaling, bending forward, thanking Mother Earth. Inhaling, come on. Rub your palms vigorously, generating heat. Massage your closed eyes with the heated palms and gently blink your eyes open. Namaste. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. It's a privilege. Have a good evening and a good weekend ahead. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Jay. Thank you, Jay, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thanks
you.
a lot,
If you
Jay.
have any questions, I'm going
Thank you, Jay.
to stay for a little bit longer. If you have any questions, please go ahead. Sorry. Thank
So
you.
Jay, you mentioned we are practicing Hatha Yoga. What are the other forms of yoga?
Good question, Navnita. How much time do you have?
No, maybe later. Yeah.
You know, the big okay, so the big two things that I can say is Raja Yoga. Raja Yoga or Patanjali's yoga is more mind meditation, right? Now, Hatha Yoga is required for Raja Yoga to come to fruition. Because if your body is not, body and energies are not in a good state, the mind won't be in a good state. Yeah. So you get the body and the energies and you train the mind, you purify the mind with Hatha Yoga. Body, energy, meaning breath and energies, and the purification of mind happens in Hatha Yoga stage. And then you're ready for, not ready, your Raja Yoga practice is easier. Let's put it that way. That is where we are going. Even though Raja Yoga is the goal, but jumping into Raja Yoga is difficult. You sit and meditate, it is difficult. And so Raja Yoga is a mind purification and body. You want body to be quiet, the energy to be beautifully flowing, and purified mind. You're ready for meditation.